Hi there, Simon from simonwoods.com. I have three hopefully spicy, hopefully tasty reds in front of me, or to the side of me, and two from Australia, one from France. So I'm starting with the French one, Clefs du Pontif, 2014 Grenache Syrah Pays d'Oc, weighing in at 13% alcohol. Let's give it a whirl. Young, almost crunchy, there's a slightly floral edge here, berries, bit of plum. It smells like a wine that's, I mean, it's 2014, so less than a year old, and it feels like it's sort of stretching and going, oh, does someone want to drink me already? It may be that it will be all the better for a few more months in bottle, but yeah, it's, as I swirl it, it's like going, oh yeah, oh hang on, I'm coming. So let's have a see whether I do a bit more swirling and whether it does come out of its shell. Yeah, young, fresh, pretty jolly young wine. Bit on the simple side. When I think about the flavours that are there, they seem to be a lot of them to do with the way in which the wine has been made, rather than anything that was specifically vineyard related. Yes, there's this little bit of a peppery character, but that's as much the varietal as the terroir talking. Okay, not jumping up and down. Hey. Wine number two. So we are in Australia with these two from the S&C winery, and I don't know too much about them, but this is 2013 McLaren Vale Mourvèdre, or Mataro as it is sometimes known in Australia, at its best when paired with foraged foods. I go foraging for fruit. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the sort of thing that you're supposed to be having when you go picking strawberries and wimberries, but anyway, I think they mean mushroom and roadkill. But anyway, maybe not roadkill, but anyway, I'll shut up and taste it. Juicy, boisterous, spicy. There's this earthiness. Mourvèdre needs heat in order to really come out of its shell. Before that, it's just a little bit sulky, and it can be stubborn and really quite awkward. Here, it feels like they've managed to get it to come out of its shell, but still retain some of that earthy meatiness, which I think is part of the grape's charm, but also it's one of those spiky characters, Mourvèdre, that sometimes you have a lovely night with it, and sometimes you wake up the next morning and think, I never want to speak to him again. Let's see whether this is a former or latter. Rich, juicy, leathery. There is a little hint in the background of this eucalyptus, and that's just where it should be. And it's there, just saying hello, but not too loudly. Too much of it, and a wine for me is wrecked. But here, it's just there in the background. A little bit of white pepper, some floral characters. This meaty, earthy, savoury, herby character is the thing that's driving it. And I'd be very interested to see what that looks like with a little bit of age, because it's good now. But I think as with further time in bottle, some of those more savoury elements will assert themselves more. The fruit that is there, and it's like gentle berry and plum, will still be there. But I think these other characters will jostle their way to the front and probably do it in a rather entertaining fashion. Yeah, nice wine. Final one. It is, it's got a picture of a tiger. Is it a tiger? I don't know whether it is. Some sort of beast that you don't want to encounter after dark. On the back it says 2012 McLaren Vale Shiraz Viognier, handmade at McLaren Vale Winemakers, 5oclocksomewhere.com.au. I think this is Virgin's own, I think 5 o'clock somewhere. Is it their own winery? Anyway, let's just, it's pretty deep in colour as I pour it out. Let's see whether it's deep in flavour. This is big, sweet, unreconstructed Australian wine. There is this juicy, round, honest, full-blooded, sweet berry, verging on the jammy, but just keeping on the right side. And it says it's got Viognier in there. I can't get any hints of Viognier coming through. It just feels like it's going to be a rich, solid, earthy Shiraz. Maybe if Viognier is there, it's stopping it being. Sometimes McLaren Vale can be a little bit too too bold, and maybe Viognier is just giving it a little bit of freshness. I'll taste it. Deep, full, earthy licorice. I mean, it says 14.5% alcohol. If it said 15.5% alcohol, I wouldn't be surprised. It packs a punch. But what maybe is good about it, compared with some of the other wines that do pack a punch, this feels like there is something on the finish that makes me think I could probably drink. Not sure whether I'd drink more than a glass of this, but it really is full, throaty, rich, but with this slightly fresh edge. It's not too jammy. It will be too bold for quite a lot of people, but there will, for everyone who says, "Oh, it's a bit too big," there'll be other people going, "Pass it this way, then." So it's the sort of style of wine that I really liked 20 years ago, and it's not that I've grown up since then, but maybe that I look for a little bit more subtlety and finesse in my wines. I want wines that maybe don't impress me quite as much. I want wines that I can spend a long evening with rather than a short happy hour. This feels like happy wine. I'm going to have another drink. Yeah, big bold chocolate licorice, yeah, a glass will be enough. Bottle like that. I mean, if some people complain about wines like that, oh, you can't drink a lot of them. If you have a bottle like that and you've got 6 of you or maybe 8 of you sitting around a table, a glass each, and you'd be happy. There'll be some people wanting less, and there'll be some people who'll be wanting more. But I prefer the Mataro, but I know there are lots of people who would prefer the Shiraz. So I'm taking these couple of wines up to taste for some people later, and it'll be interesting to see how they go down. There are some unreconstructed hairy types who I know will love that Shiraz, but it'll be interesting to see how many of them think actually the Mataro. I think I prefer that. I will try and report back if I remember, but if I don't, I apologise. Hey, see you soon.